Why, hello there, Chandra. You are looking lovely today, aren't you? You got your broom, you got your hair down, you got a really nice shirt with like a butterfly on it. Our store is opened. There's a fire extinguisher right over there. And look, it's an Azura.
Wait, where's the fire extinguisher? It's not here.
Oh, it's outside.
Oh.
So I found out that if you knock a non-customer inside, they want to follow the exact path back out. So if you knock them in and then out through a different door, they'll go back into the store and come back out the way they first went in.
Cool, I got us a new customer.
Good job. Mean. Meow. Ellie, get to work.
Is Ellie not working?
Well, she was working on, like, the packaging, or whatever, and we only finally got a order in for packaging. So now she's working. Oh, it's in storage.
Get him, Chandra.
So the next goal that we are working towards now.
Oh my god!
My gosh, so many people are trying
like,
to.
Look how many diapers this person is stealing.
Oh my gosh! That was
diapers
what,
and baby
4 or
wipes.
5 packs of diapers.
And baby food. I kind of feel sorry, Chandra. I kind of feel bad for him because it's just like he's just stealing. He's clearly stealing stuff for his baby, but it's just like,
dude.
Still, you can't be stealing.
Oh, is this going to take care of this mess that just popped up on its way back? No, it will not.
Oh, Cinnamon. Why is this package full?
Not an empty box. Alright, so we have the packaging room, so that's all well and cool and all. Almost wonder, yeah, no. No. Okay. So the shelf unit, you know, whatever. The labeled shelf, if we let that have the boxes while they're almost empty, instead of filling those up and having boxes with like 1 or 2 items on the unlabeled shelf, then, like, the employees will sort it out on their own, eventually. So, us having to, like, keep having to do it. Realistically, all we need to do is just take these full boxes and put them on the unlabeled shelves, and they'll be dealt with, eventually. We don't have to give ourselves extra work.
I suppose.
Oh, 6 franchise points!
Get him, Chandra.
Oh my gosh, we're going to get the pricing machine with enough points to automate it just in time for Price Hike Thursday.
Sorry, Chandra.
Yeah, we need a little bit of margin.
Oh, we have new boxes. Okay.
Yeah, put out some new
Get him,
stuff.
Chandra.
Yeah, I'm glad that we have Chandra dealing with all these people. It's so much better than having to do it all ourselves, right?
I guess.
That's the
I mean,
spirit.
there are achievements associated with doing it ourselves, but yeah.
Hey! Okay. Turns out that hitting them with the fire extinguisher just pushes them, it doesn't actually cause them to drop their stolen goods.
Correct. It does not help in the slightest.
No, it does help. Because, like, if they're trying to go away, you can, like, push them closer to the store so they don't run away as much.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't help. It certainly doesn't help with the 2 achievements associated with hitting them with the broom and collecting the stuff.
Fair enough. Yum. Yeah, okay, do we have 7 points yet? No, 6 points. Bluff? What's that bluff? What did we just get?
Did we just get a new order? Yes. Ellie's taking care of the order.
Oh.
Oh, green toilet paper is running out on the shelf.
Uh-oh. We should do something
So if
about
you're
it.
looking-
Right, Cinnamon?
Yeah, so if you're looking for something to do... Where, are we out of green toilet paper?
No, we're not. I have a mostly full box right here.
Okay, because we're only showing 1 on the shelf, 0 in storage, and 0 in a box.
Okay, I filled up the shelf. Also, I should fix this thingy. I'm trying to fix this. Yeah, can you customers stop making out in front of the self-checkout thing?
Thank.
Alright, so 2 cashiers, 4 self-checkouts to help alleviate the cashier's business. Only 6 franchise points still. Running low on dog food.
Always eat your green beans.
Soda! Okay. Yeah. A new order has
The order has arrived.
Get to work, Ellie. Meow. Dog food isn't a very popular item, is it?
Yeah, nobody has dogs. Dogs aren't as good as cats.
True, true, but also we don't go through cat food that much either. Ah, the store. And all of its wonderful, wonderful stuff that we have. Oh, look at all shit.
Get him, Chandra. I'm coming to help. Yeah, because the achievements for hitting shoplifters and picking up dropped items are not marked as collective. A new order has arrived. Also, I don't know what you're saying about the cat food. We go through cat food pretty well.
Huh. Weird then. What do you mean we still only have 6 points? Run! I've mentioned that I'm grateful that people don't just steal our products that we leave outside.
Yeah, you've mentioned that a lot. In fact, you mention it at least once an episode. Well, no, maybe not once an episode, but once a recording session for sure.
Woo, 7 points.
Cool. You gonna spend it immediately?
Yeah.
So, does it work like it advertised?
I set it to have all products be 200%.
Okay. Oh, and it is the end of the day.
Uh-huh.
When did that happen?
Oh gosh, we have 33 grand.
So we have 33 what?
Grand, $33,000?
Oh, okay.
So you know what that means, right?
What?
We can buy some more storage space.
I mean, we need to get the one that gets us access to the manufacturing area, so I guess.
Meow, 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 meow. Oh right, I forgot, these don't come with the lights.
Yep, that's your job. Because you're the light of my life.
Meow, meow, meow.
Why is this cardboard bundle in the middle of the room?
I don't know. Cause I light up your life like nobody else. Meow, 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 meow.
Why are you running backwards?
I was driving backwards, because it's faster than turning around.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Get up there and go. Here's some more lovely products for you. Imagine being... Oh my gosh, my voice. Imagine being someone who's built a product specifically to aid disabled people in doing a specific task, but then you have to try to market it for just people in general, so it doesn't cost... So it isn't super expensive to just make a few copies of it. So you can instead mass market the product you made for a niche audience. And then, you know, going on... then, like, going online and stuff, and just seeing that people are making fun of your product.
Oh, you mean like insulin?
No, technically, wasn't insulin made by accident? I don't think that people make fun of insulin.
I guess not on the internet specifically, but... You know, in real life. Which is even worse.
No, I mean... more so things like the Snuggie, which is a really good version of a sweater for people who use wheelchairs.
Wait, what? Why is it specifically good for people who use wheelchairs?
That's what it was made for. People who use wheelchairs. Because it's difficult to, you know... If your legs don't work, it's difficult to just stand up and put on a sweater. It's easier to just, you know, get like some sort of a robe type thing where you don't have to pull yourself out from the wheelchair and risk falling over. So yeah, Snuggies were made for people who use wheelchairs so they can actually have some comfort. And I imagine
is that
using...
Like, sorry, I just want to just introduce, like, is that literally the reason? Because...
Yes.
Why would you need to stand to put on a sweater?
Or at the very least, lean forward out of your seat and risk falling over a person who uses a wheelchair who doesn't have good balance, potentially as part of the same reason as to why you use a wheelchair. For example, it's like the Snuggie was made for people who use wheelchairs so they can have, like, say, the comfort of a sweater or blanket without having to risk injuring themselves. However, in order to make it so the cost per Snuggie was not super expensive, they had to mass produce it. And if they're going to mass produce it, then they're going to have to sell a lot of Snuggies to make them, you know, worth the money of making them. So they marketed them to people. It's like, yeah, it's like a blanket, but with sleeves. Everyone can use our product. But it was made for disabled people. Specifically.
Oh.
And that's what basically all of those infomercials are about. It's like, oh, have you tried to use a hose and just gotten water all over the place? It's like, yeah, some people, yes. Like, there's a fork that has, like, grooves on it, so instead of twisting your pasta, you can just move your fingers down the fork, and it'll twist the fork for you, so you can eat pasta without having to move your fingers a whole bunch to twist the fork. So someone who has arthritis, you know, might have trouble doing that. So this fork would be really useful to them. But they have to try to sell it to everybody. So people make fun of all these products, but it's like, yeah, no, some people might actually have problems with these things. Anyway, I think our products are good.
I mean, I will say part of what makes that harder to. I mean, I can see that. It's just it bothers me then that the vast majority of marketing for these things uh, don't actually like they just show someone who is otherwise able-bodied just struggling with it as if they've never seen anything like it before.
See, and that comes down to marketing issues insofar as much as that if they were to put like a disabled person in there and say like, oh hey, do you have arthritis? Well then you can use this fork to like spin your pasta.
Damn
Then
it,
people just be
Claire!
like,
Stop putting full boxes on the shelf.
then people just be like, well, I don't have arthritis, so I shouldn't even bother trying to buy this thing.
Well, I guess I'm more getting at is that the main, target audience, the main demographic that they want to use the product, that the product is designed for, kind of ends up feeling alienated by making it seem like something that they genuinely have struggled with just makes people who are struggling with it, who are otherwise able-bodied, just makes them look like idiots.
I'd say that's mostly on the problem that there aren't that many disabled actors. They couldn't just find someone who has arthritis to try to turn pasta with a fork to show how hard it is. They had to get an able-bodied person instead, and had them pretend that it's really hard.
I don't know with that project because with you, the way you're describing it, I don't recognize it, and I don't think I've seen that, but I've also not really watched commercials in, 15 years.
Yeah.
So, well, no, maybe less than that. A decade.
It's been a while.
But still. It's been a while, so it's just like... I
think our store is good right now, right?
Yeah, I think we're good. Alright.
Cool. So let's go to tomorrow. And before we start the business day, let's check on prices really quick. See if there's a price that isn't set properly. Don't manually set it ourselves. Just use the machine to auto-set everything and see if it works.
Okay.
Hey, feed the machine. Okay, these marshmallows. Market price 407, listed price 705. The marshmallows.
So set all prices to...
Percentage. And
to 200%. Yep. Currently setting prices.
What's another infomercial product that people know about? I don't think the ShamWow counts.
No, like the stuff with the ShamWow and the Slap Chop, those were... See, that is a different type of commercial where they just bombard you with... Yeah, the types of commercials where they just bombard you with loud voices and fast talking. Like, yeah, those ones are... That's a different kind of infomercial.
Yeah, I think that the Slap Chop is because it's... What is it for? Cutting things like fruits and vegetables, which would be really good for someone with, say, arthritis. But that's just how they wound up marketing the product. Someone made a little thing. It's like, oh, you want to, cut this little bit of vegetables really good? If you want to mince some garlic? Boom, boom, boom. Really simple motions.
Huh. For some reason, a lot of our products... Okay, take a look in the thing here. It's set to double market price, then rounded down by a penny on several products, but not consistently.
That is very weird. Wonder why that is.
I'm gonna try setting it to 201. No, 200% is the way to do it.
Just 200%. Maybe that's
Do you want me to try
sometimes the
running it
thing,
again?
like, if it's exactly 200%, sometimes it's too expensive for people. But if it's
Yeah, you might be right.
199%, it's fine.
It's probably the market value is some amount less than a full, like,
Oh,
cent.
yeah, because market value might be like, say, $4 and like 6.5 cents or something. So it rounds up there, but then it rounds down when doubled or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it should round down, but yeah. Yeah, next time you see an infomercial product, which, I mean, that's not likely, but next time you hear someone talking about a product like, oh goodness, who could ever possibly use that? Just consider, maybe it's for disabled people, but they have to try to sell it to able-bodied people because capitalism.
Yeah. Get to work, Ellie. Oh, pet the kitty. Who are you? Why are you coming harassing our cats?
Now we just need about 60,000 more money.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah, you know, like a one-handed gaming controller. Great for someone who wants to game but only has one hand.
Sadly, I think we all know the type of marketing that would end up being for that sort of thing.
I don't know, I've seen them, like, being sold and stuff, and it's mostly just, they market it as, oh, hey, you can use one hand to play your game, and your other hand to use the mouse. So you can play, like, a first-person shooter on your controller, using your left hand to, like, control the character, and the movement and all that, in a way that's better than just using WASD. And the right hand for mouse for accuracy.
Better than WASD? No.
Yes, a joystick is better than WASD.
I disagree.
You really think that a joystick that can move all sorts of directions is not better than only being able to move in 8 directions?
I mean, I'm sorry, but I've not seen any, first-person shooters that actually require that precise movement.
I mean, people play first-person shooters, like, competitively for thousands upon thousands of dollars. Are you telling me that
Yes.
they wouldn't care to have any sort of an advantage whatsoever? I've been playing a game recently that I've been using a controller to play it, and I noticed that it has 8-point movement to it. To be fair, it's not a first-person shooter, it's like a top-down thing. but it only has 8 direction movement. And it is so annoying because sometimes I don't need just the 8 points.
So you're saying you need more than the 8 points?
Yes.
Okay. You phrased that weird, but I understood what you meant.
Like at least 16-point movement. Oh my gosh, we're getting so much money hand over fist. I'm also just saving up to get that manufacturing, and I don't know what. Pardon me, I don't know what we're gonna find in there. But now we can also spend a bit of time and decide what we want to do with future points.
We should probably spend them.
Alright, so unlocks different types of palette displays for the biggest products, which I don't know what that means. Reduces electrical consumption by 20%. If that's like 100%, I'd consider it, but just 20, so it's like whatever. Get that counted thing, but when the store is closed during nights, the manager can use the new clock in the manager's room to accelerate time.
Something needs to be repaired.
Really useful. What's up?
Something needs to be repaired.
Cool, I'll go out for that. Beep beep boop beep beep boop beep boop boop beep 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 boop.
Why is there just a random box of diapers here?
Okay, what else do we have? Unlock 6 more employees for 5 points, which maybe. Closest trash can will be replaced with the recycling one, which is nice, but I don't think we have to really worry about that. I want the manager's clock thing.
Manager's clock thing?
When stores closed during nights, the manager can use the new clock in the manager's room to accelerate time.
Yeah.
It seems like that would be useful.
Personally, I think having more employees would be.
Yeah, more employees also sounds useful. Well, we can also work towards the get 6 extra employees for only 5 points thing as well.
Good. Get him, Chandra.
Yeah. Okay, here's a topic that we could quite discuss about. Shows, movies, whatever, where the main character starts off as just a bit of a jerk, versus ones where the main character starts off, like, begins as just a really good person. Is it overall
Saga.
better? I wasn't finished. Is it better if, like, the show, whatever, begins with the main character as a bit of a jerk, so we can relate to them and see them improve? Or is it better if the main character just starts off good, so we know that they are a good character? He's a good person. For example, Shrek.
I mean, the thing is, the first things that we see from Shrek are he's just honestly, he's basically just a bachelor. That's all we really see of him. He seems generally good-natured, and sure, oh, there's people coming to hunt him down, but he is absolutely, like, playing with it. Like, he is... Yeah.
Watch the movie. He is a bit of a jerk to people at times. And, you know, a lot of a jerk to people at other times for a decent reason, but it's like... He is... It's like, yeah, sure, people are trying to, you know, take his land that he lives on. But he isn't a good person. Which really makes him more relatable to a general audience. Who would probably just like, yeah, if, you know, some random people were trying to hunt me down and kill me just for a living, I wouldn't like that either.
That feels a
Whereas
little
if
too
he
tough.
was, you know, a good guy, tried to talk things out, blah, 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 I don't think the movie would work.
I mean, being a good person doesn't mean you always just talk it out.
Where, like, he threatened to, like, eat a group of soldiers who came down to try to arrest him.
You know, the thing is, you say that, but he actually doesn't. He is entirely making shit up. Well,
I mean,
maybe some of it. He's
even
making
if he's
shit
making
up.
it up, he is saying it.
None of it is like he's certainly intimidating them into going away. I'll give you that.
He's threatening
But
them.
he doesn't
He's
actually threaten.
He's like, oh, I'm going to, you know, grind up your bones and...
No, that's what they said. They said...
No, was it? No, he says, like, oh, I'll squeeze the jelly from your eyes.
No,
Actually,
again, he doesn't say that in first person. He says that's something that ogres do.
Ogres. Do I have to go look up the exact line from Shrek?
No, they say, look, he
threatens them. Like, he isn't just saying, oh, some other hypothetical ogre would do this. He's saying, oh yeah, ogres, we're much worse. We are much worse.
No, he doesn't say... Wait, does he say we?
He doesn't say we. Wait, does he?
But I might be wrong on that. I think he says they. What he does is he's using the people who are attacking him, he's using their prejudices against them.
Oh my god, I went to look up the Shrek script and immediately found a typo.
Of course.
I mean, still though, if, say, some cops come to some person's door and it's like, we're going to arrest you because we suspect that you're involved in gang activities, and the guy said, it's like, oh, like the Red Gang? Yeah, and the officers are like, oh yeah, the Red Gang, you know, they'll do drug trafficking, blah, blah, blah stuff. And then the person at the door says, oh, no, that would be like the Red Gang. No, the Blue Gang. Oh, that's, you know, so much worse. as someone who's, like, very clearly in the blue gang, saying, oh no, we'll just raise our guns and shoot up any cops who try to stop us. Or no, sorry, they'll just, you know, use their guns and try to shoot any cop who tries to stop them. That still counts as threatening the officer.
Okay, again, you're...
Even if you don't say, oh, I'm going to do it, you say, no, this other group...
You're describing both sides as gangs, when in this case, it's...
No, I said... No, I did not. I said, if the... It's like, okay, well, whatever. If the cops say, oh, you know, black people, they'll blah, 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 stuff that's stereotypical for some other racial group. And then the black person at the door said, no, those are Mexicans. Black people, oh, they'll do these things, says the person who is obviously a black person, also spouting some racist rhetoric. That would be still threatening. That would still be threatening. I don't know why you're saying, oh no, that's obviously not
threatening. Again, that's not threats, that's intimidation, and there is a difference.
Wait, gosh. I don't know why you are arguing this so much.
Because you're stating factually incorrect things.
So you're saying that, like, if somebody came up to me, specifically me...
Okay, Claire, you're not Shrek.
I'm not a threat.
I said you're not Shrek.
Okay, so it only matters if... It would only matter if I was an ogre and no other creature in the universe could possibly do this sort of thing. That's what I'm hearing you say.
Well,
if someone put in a message, it's like, oh, that's why I hate those Americans. They'll blah, 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 stereotypical thing of Americans that Americans are known for doing that might or might not be true. Then I said, no, those are Americans. Canadians? They're much worse. Then I say a bunch of stereotypical things that Canadians say. While being a Canadian, that's not threatening. If I say that, you know, whatever, that Canadians will kill people, and I am clearly a Canadian. But that's not threatening, even though I'm a part of the group that I am saying would murder a person to the person that would be murdered by someone of the group that I am in. That is not a threat. That... Correct? Yes? I mean, I hear you sigh all annoyed and stuff. So clearly I'm getting something wrong about this.
I'm sighing because I've already stopped arguing, but you decided to keep on arguing.
Oh, okay. As soon as anything happens you don't like, you can stop any argument. Cool, got it, good. So if you start getting mad at me in the future, I'll just say, no, I've stopped arguing. You shouldn't talk anymore. Because that's
yes, you have done that, yes.
Because you do it too. All the time. You'll say something, like, completely out of line, and then say, oh, I'm done arguing with you, before I can even say my point. I think that actually happened, like, a lot to me at school. Someone would say that I cheated on a test or whatever, some nonsense. And then I'd be like, no, I didn't cheat. Oh, I'm done arguing with this with you. You cheated and that's it. And it's like, no, I didn't. I said I'm done arguing with it. So, anyway. We had mentioned soccer earlier briefly, but yeah, I guess soccer versus Aang. Aang is all whimsical and hero stuff and goody-goody at the start and has to try to mellow out, and Sokka is sexist at the start and has to mellow out.
Whereas in the one of the remakes or whatever like the most recent remake, whatever, he's just blandly like good, like at basically skipping over his entire character development thing, and he's just it
That's
just makes him
go from not really much person of the character to not really much person of the character. I haven't seen the live action. I hear that some parts are okay, but overall it's a bit of a disappointment.
Well,
but
is it the not the live action movie, because that was just
no, not the movie, the live action television show.
Yeah, just want to make sure we're very clear on that.
Have I told you that Chandra didn't want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender originally because she had seen the movie and thought that the cartoon show would be the same and refused to watch it?
Clearly, she had not gotten her head around the idea that Hollywood fucks everything up.
I had told her that, and it was actually went to the point where I just put the show on, and she was doing her best to ignore it. Then 3 episodes in, she was like, "Oh, this isn't terrible. Can you restart from the beginning? I was trying not to pay attention."
Yeah, that's believable.
But yeah, like, it'd be one thing if it was, like, an original show, and they didn't know how to, like, write a proper character, but it's, like, the thing that I heard about writing, and I kind of disagree with it, but it's still a thing that I've heard, is that characters aren't people. Characters are simply plot tools. And like I said, I personally disagree with it, but it is something to at least think about. And it's like, when reading a story, you see these characters like, oh, hey, this is, you know, what the character would do. This is what the character would do. And when writing, it can be really difficult to write for your characters, because it's like, oh, you know, this character has to, like, you know, try to gain the trust of this stranger and then betray the trust in order to get the thing that they need, or whatever. Oh, but the character would never, you know, try to befriend this person, for obvious reasons, whatever. But it's like, and then you have to put aside what the character would do. What the character would do is whatever you write them to do. That the characters aren't people, they are merely tools. They are merely to be used for whatever the plot demands them to be used for. Which is why I don't like that thought. That's like, oh, well, you know, someone has to break into the bank for this heist movie, but all we have is a group of characters who would never try to heist a bank. Then it's like, okay, well, the plot can't work. Or, you know, we want to make, like, a drama show, but in order to, like, make some drama, someone has to, like, see something, not bother to try to get all the information, and then lie about it. And it's like, oh, but my characters wouldn't do that. It's like, well, you have to force your character to do that, and turn them into the served person who would. But then, person, you know, watches that show and goes, oh, so-and-so wouldn't do that? That's completely out of character for them. And then you have this whole argument about, well, what is the character? It's like, well, all you have is the actions that they did, and they clearly, you know, lied to this person, so I guess they are the person to lie to someone. Even if they've never done it before, even if they've talked about that they never do it before, well, now they do. And so it's like, yeah, I ascribe to a different form of character design of make the characters, put them in a situation, and find reasonable conclusions for what the characters do. And if you try to design a story and then force... Yeah, if you design the story and design characters separately and try to force them together, there's going to be issues. If you design a story and then create characters who could work in it, that can work. Or you could just design characters and see what sort of story they wind up doing. Like, say, Lord of the Rings, if Frodo was the sort of person to immediately fall under the power of the ring and become corrupted, the movies wouldn't work, or the books wouldn't work. Oh gosh, could you imagine a version of, like, the Lord of the Rings movies where, like, Frodo is just, like, a jerk the whole time? Like, that would suck. Although, I did read recently that the...
the thing is, you see what you're describing a lot when you have characters that are written by multiple authors.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, superhero comics, it's kind of really hard to, create, like, a single set of, like, descriptions and morals, like, for a particular hero or group or whatever, because what they do will depend entirely upon which person is writing them.
That is a fair point.
Like, you see that in particular with Batman. Like, you look at how Batman has been throughout all of, like, his iterations, since, he was originally introduced. And it's just like, you have, like, 7 different versions of Batman that which are not really compatible. And that's probably an underestimation.
I'm just remembering that one scene from a comic with Superman, where he was yelling at this man because he sold a gun to a person who wasn't responsible for the gun, who wound up, like, aiming the gun at a child, or maybe the guy himself had done it, whatever. Talking about, like, yeah, for the rest of her life, she'll just remember what it's like to stare down the barrel of a gun. And he picks up the guy's gun, points at him, and fires at his face. And the next panel, he has run behind the guy and grabbed the bullet, like, inches from the guy's eyes. Now, you will too. It's just like, just the sheer thing of Superman shot a guy in the face. And then saved his life. Just to intimidate him. Our product should be good. Do we want to buy, hygiene? So
is somebody carrying the box of cake mix?
No, it's on the floor. It was on the floor. It's up here. It's on the shelf.
Okay. That one needs to go on the shelf, and avocado shampoo also needs to go on the proper shelf. Okay. Anyway, sorry, what did you ask me?
Okay, so if we want these stars on the right, we're going to have to buy hygiene 3.
Okay.
Which means we're going to need another shelf in the back.
I'll set that up.
So, paper towel, double-sided toilet paper. I'm sorry, what's double? I thought toilet paper was already double-sided. What do you mean this toilet paper isn't double-sided? Okay.
Well, obviously we put the toilet paper over here.
By the exit? I did the
by
same
the other
paper
toilet
towel.
papers. Oh, well, I was putting the toilet papers with the toilet paper with the other toilet papers.
Yeah, put the toilet paper with the toilet paper, and then the paper towel can go on this other shelf.
And we also need to move the vodka onto the shelf somewhere. So we're putting everything on the same shelf with the paper towel?
What do you mean everything on the same shelf? I don't think we should put these other 3 products over here. I think the big shelves are good for, like, stuff that we can't hold very much per shelf.
All right, where did you put the other ones then?
I'm putting them over here.
Right.
I think we're going to need another box of all of these.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll leave the boxes out here, so you can put them on the shelf before baling them.
It was the white one that was next, right? We went black, white, green.
The lemon soap was on top, the premium bath gel was second, then the shampoo for babies.
Oh, the lemon one was a new one. Okay.
Yeah, the lemon soap is new.
Okay. I thought that one was already there. Okay.
No, I just already put it onto the shelf. Ow! What's all? So, you are familiar with Lord of the Rings, right? You've at least seen the movies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so
I've read
have
the
you
books.
read the books?
Yes. I just said I've read the books.
Yeah, I interrupted you to ask the question. You know, just go to that. Anyway, so I haven't read all the way through the books, so I found out about something that I didn't actually know about. That's in the books, but I don't think it's necessarily in the movies. It's been a while since I've seen the movies. That Frodo... yeah, we know at the finale that Frodo does succumb to the power of the One Ring. However, he doesn't do it at the top of Mount Doom. So, like, it looks like he dies, because he puts on the ring, refuses to throw it in, and that's when Gollum comes and bites his finger off and falls into the lava and dies. But actually, apparently, Frodo succumbs to the power of the One Ring on the trip up Mount Doom.
I mean, the thing is, he's been struggling with it since the Shire.
Struggling with it? No, but... Struggling with it, yes. But, if you recall, at Mount Doom... Also, I'm going to pass the day because I think we're good here. As they are climbing up Mount Doom, Frodo has Sam carry him because he can't make the trip up himself. The whole thing of, oh, I can't carry the ring for you, but I can carry you! And all of that. We have some
Let me set the prices.
I have not yet. I passed the day just in case the price is going to change, and then I was going to do it.
Yep, so I'm setting the prices with the machine.
How's the temperature? Temperature is good. Boys, back to work. So anyway, however, partway up the trip up Mount Doom, Frodo suddenly has energy and he can walk himself and carry the ring and everything is fine. And he doesn't need Sam to keep carrying him up this mountain. In fact, he's so light on his feet that he basically leaves Sam in the dust as he traipses up this entire mountain. Because he finally fell under the power of the ring. For some reason our cashiers aren't doing their cashier thing. Now they are. Now they're coming.
Are they? Okay, there's one.
They're coming.
Where's Axe?
Here's Axe.
Get to work.
This photo actually takes the power of the ring and lays a curse on Gollum. If you so ever try to touch me again, you will plunge yourself into the fire. Or something to that effect. And then, not much later, Gollum does try to take the ring, and then throws himself into the volcano. Which is a really interesting little bit, but I never actually heard of anyone talking about that aspect of the story before. Which is kind of weird, because it seems like something that's really important. anyway. Yes, I know. I'm standing here. If you hit me.
Shoplifter.
I can
Trying to
barely even pick up the shop.
You're trying to steal our fire extinguisher. See, I knew it. Ow.
Chandra did it. Right, the Owl House. Luz likes to pull pranks on people. Ida is definitely not a saint. And King tries to boss people around all the time. They're not, you know, the nicest of nice people. But that works better for them. Oh, right, but yeah, as we were trying to talk about before, the Avatar live-action TV show. Gosh. Why did James Cameron have to make a movie called Avatar? So whenever people talk about Avatar, it's like, oh, you mean the blue people, right? That's obviously the only Avatar you could talk about. Like, I'm pretty sure the Avatar TV show is actually more watched than the movie was. Than the Blue People movie, but no, that's the one that people know about. Because of course it is. Oh, speaking of Avatar, apparently there's going to be a new Avatar show coming out. Wasn't there supposed to be one coming out, like, last year or whatever that never happened?
I have no idea.
I think it was supposed to be, like, Aang and his friends, but, like, some decades later, so when they're all grown up and them going on adventures.
I hadn't heard about that one.
Yeah,
I heard about one like focusing on like the next Avatar, and then like another previous one. Yeah, whatever happened to the Kyoshi one?
I don't know. Yeah. You know what Avatar could really use? R-rated fight scenes. Give me Avatar in the style of Logan.
Avatar in the style of Deadpool.
In essence. Like, I don't think that the characters would cuss quite as much as Deadpool. But it's like... Yeah, someone else had mentioned it, that Avatar is a real problem of... You have all these people with superpowers. Like, what's to stop them from just having one move that they can use to just take someone else out of the fight that they could just use in every single fight? Like, oh, an earthbender can just, you know, make someone sink into the ground. Boom, if you're not an earthbender, you can't get yourself out again. You're stuck there until an earthbender saves you. And when they do that in the show, it's not like some big attack that takes, like, a long time to set up. It's just like, done. Like, nothing really that you can do about it. But people don't use that because...
Oh! We have a thing to repair. I'll take care of it.
Okay, cool. Because, yeah, it could just solve every problem immediately. Which is another issue that a lot of shows tend to have. I think especially, like, shows made for, like, a child audience. I think, although it does happen to, like, you know, adult-focused shows as much, I don't think it's quite as much. Well, they'll have some sort of a tool that could theoretically solve any issue, but then they have to still have issues that now this thing can't solve. Like, oh yes, I'm a powerful, like, I'm an all-powerful magical being who could just snap away and solve whatever problem that you're having. Oh, except for, you know, every single episode where for some reason I can't actually solve the problem that you're having. Until I can. If they just need to write an easy ending to this episode, then I can suddenly solve your problem now. It's like, uh-huh.
I mean, I'd say, well, I mean, honestly, that's kind of just the nature of television.
Yeah, I've been watching The Good Place lately, and that's basically, well, I haven't finished it, but that's basically like Janet. Janet can get them anything they want, unless, you know, they have to take Janet away for some time to stop her from getting people what they want. So it's like, oh yeah, I can bring you anything of your heart's desire. Unless it's something that would solve the plot. I know everything, except the answer to our problems.
But yeah, like, since the beginning of TV, like, that's the thing.
Like something that could solve anything except whatever the plot is, because they need to have a plot.
Well, no, I more mean, like, just the whole concept of things go back to how they were at the start, basically. And whatever the means it is to get there, because of the fact that, I mean, TV wasn't
meant to be binged.
But, like, and not just that, like, but it's just like there was so little, you know, of TV, and so much of it, like, it also was very, you know, how to put it,
boring?
Like, expensive to produce, especially at the beginning. So you'd often just have, like, the same episodes that you just have to watch over, so you would need every episode to have to not really have something, you know, to worry about where you'd have to, you know, wait a long time to get a resolution. And things would need to be kind of resolved in a satisfying way.
Yeah, like, say, even Doctor Who, which nowadays, hey, lots of action, lots of energy, lots of excitement, but I went and saw, so, like, the actual first episodes of Doctor Who are lost media. Like, if someone could actually find them in any sort of an okay quality, they would immediately become a millionaire for spreading that around.
Yeah, basically.
Millionaire. But I saw what claimed to be the first episode, so I don't know if that was, like, you know, some episodes in and just the first available episode, or if it was a recreation of the first episode. Either way, I went and I saw it. Someone's trying to rob us. I went and I saw it, and it was really pretty boring. Because, like, hey, you have all this time, you have people, but it's like, the first shows were made by people who don't watch television. The first video games were made by people who didn't play video games. Which is, like, it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's obvious that that's true, but it's not something that people would normally think about. Someone once described watching a TV show as, like, you know, you have a guest come by and stay for an hour or so. And it's not necessarily just supposed to be, oh, excitement and stuff. It's just like, oh, yes, we're all just sitting around and the TV is just on and, you know, characters are in and they are talking and stuff is just happening there. It's like as if you just invited some people into your home and you're having a pleasant conversation with them, sort of a thing. Like, as a kid, I tried to watch The Three Stooges once because it was on TV and I'd heard that was funny, and I got really bored pretty quickly about it.
Yeah, because, you know, it didn't take much back then, because just the whole concept of, you know, the movies and TV is just, it was all just the novelty of it.
Hey, do you remember being a kid and talking into a fan because it made your voice all weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, kids these days don't do that. Because they have a lot of other stuff to entertain them instead.
Well, also because, let's be honest here, those sorts of fans aren't that common anymore. Okay, more people will have, like, more modern, like, air conditioning stuff.
That is also
which
true.
would have been much more of a novelty back then.
But, like, I remember being a kid and just being so insanely bored, like, so much of the time. Because there's just, like, nothing to do. Like, I grew up, okay, for, you know, quite a bit, like, without the internet. Or at the very least, without much of an internet presence. Like, I remember, like, first hearing, like, my cousin had a cell phone that could connect to the internet, and, like, oh my gosh, that's such an amazing thing. You can access the internet without having to go to a computer, and, like, you had to pay, like, 25 cents per webpage you go to. Like, it wasn't just free on your phone to just connect to the Wi-Fi and just browse the internet, like, or, you know, like, yeah, we have to pay to use data to connect to the internet, but it's still, you know, it's part of the plan. And everyone's using the internet now. Like, way back in the day, if you wanted to, like, hang out with your friends, you would either have to make a plan with them at school to hang out, go to their house unannounced and be like, hey, let's hang out, or call them and be like, hey, let's hang out sometime. And you couldn't just be like, hey, I want to hang out with my friend. Let's go and hang out right now. Unless, of course, you're willing to go to their house and then just be told by their parents, like, oh no, actually they have homework, they can't hang out right now. And you're just like, okay then, I'll just go back.
I take it you're ordering... Like,
yeah, I'm ordering a few things, yeah. But it's like, but nowadays, like, if my little brother wants to hang out with a friend, I just call them up on Discord and just be like, hey, let's play games together. Okay. And just play games without having to be around each other. Like, another thing, like, playing video games with someone, you had to be, like, in the same room as them. You couldn't just play games over the internet.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Having a friend over for, like, a sleepover, Friday night sleepover, whatever. Go to, like, the Blockbuster to rent a video game for the week. And we just take turns playing it because it's a single-player game. It's So yeah, I used to hang out with my friend Jesse, and we'd play, like, Ocarina of Time. Of course, I wasn't necessarily very good at the game, so I had his help for, you know, beating it and stuff. Was it my fault that I was afraid of Queen Goma, not specifically because of Goma herself, but because the instruction manual showed Link fighting Goma and her children at the same time, and I was afraid of having to try to fight Goma and her children at the same time. So if I ever wanted to, like, Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
The first boss, the spider boss. So if I ever wanted to start a new save file in the game, I had to have my friend come over and beat that boss for me. Until I, eventually, like, he wasn't around, I had to do it myself. Or he had, like, a save file on my copy of the game, because that was just a thing we did. I think I bought 2 of the same item there, my bad. Like, yeah, he had a save file on my copy of the game, and one day I woke up, like, extra early, just out of sheer coincidence. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I went, became an adult, beat the entire Forest Temple in, like, the hour, like an hour before I went to school for the day. And, like, yeah, that was quite the accomplishment there. But, yeah, we had he had a copy of the game himself with, like, his own save files, but he had a save file on my game. But when he came over and we'd play, whatever. Like, that's just a thing that you just did. Although, I remember that he, like, tried to, like, gaslight me once, and I don't know why. Like, there's one weekend when his parents were out of town, so he stayed at my place, like, all weekend long, like, from Friday till Monday. And then I was... Okay. And then, like, not necessarily that long later, like, maybe, like, a week later, whatever, I was reminiscing with him about it, about how cool it was that time that he had stayed over for the whole weekend, and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no, you must have just dreamt it. I've had dreams that seem very realistic, too. And it's like, no, dude, like, ask my parents about it. You stayed over for the entire weekend. It was awesome. We played so many games. It's like, no, you must have dreamt it. That didn't really happen. And it's like... But anyway.
Did you have this conversation in private or, like, at school?
I don't know. What, you think?
Because if it was at school, I mean, the implication there is he didn't want it to be, you know, he didn't want anyone else to know.
That's weird. I mean, we were, like, clearly friends, like, at school. Like, he had a bunch of other friends as well, but, like, we did, like, you know, play at recess and stuff. So it's not like he avoided me at school. I don't know. Yeah, the idea of just, like, going to Blockbuster, renting a game for a week for, like, $5, it's a really neat idea that I think should make a comeback in some sort of fashion.
I mean, it did. A lot of, I think Xbox tried doing something with that, and I don't remember. No, and EA definitely tried doing stuff like that.
Yeah, we can just.
Of
like,
course, it's not physical copies, but it's, you know.
Because, like, I do find one issue with quite a lot of games that come out these days is they can be beaten in something like maybe 10 hours. People talk a lot about The Last of Us, but I beat that game within, like, a day. It's like, yeah, it was an alright game, but also, like, decently short. It feels like games used to be a lot longer back in the day, but that was just because I was bad at games.
Well, yeah, again, that's because back in those days, I mean, there were two types of video games: the games that could be rented, and the games that didn't target children as their target audience.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters, a game that apparently my parents could not find for sale anywhere. They had to buy a copy off of someone from eBay. Like, they could not find it in any of the stores that they went to. But it was available for rent, and I played that game for years. You remember how long it took us to complete it?
I don't know, wasn't like 5 episodes maybe?
5 or 6, yeah, something like that, to 100% complete it. It took me like 2 years off and on before I finally
Okay, there. I think we need to get a another unlabeled shelf. So, screw it. It's going right here.
Nah. Yeah, I remember there was Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, and that game I played for, a long time and never beat it as a kid. And then I restarted my YouTube channel by playing the entire game in one sitting. It took like 6 hours. Again, 100% complete. And that's why I had restarted this channel, was to play all those old games I never actually beat as a kid. And it's like... yeah, some of it is that the game was... yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, a lot of it is just, I didn't have the time to play, and a lot of it was, yeah, I was really bad at video games. But like, as like a 6-year-old, you don't exactly have, 6 solid hours to play a game. And in addition to being bad at games, it really stacks up a lot. But yes, I feel like a sort of game rental system could work well, and Steam kind of, sort of has it. If you can refund a game, basically no questions asked, if you've beaten it in less than 2 hours and you've owned it for less than 2 weeks. Which is a thing that I have taken advantage of. I had bought... it was like Lego Journey, whatever. I bought it, played it for an hour, hated it, returned it. Game was just... no. Still made a video about it and put the video up on my channel. But I didn't enjoy the game. Oh, hey, do we want to get some cleaning products now?
How about we finish stocking up, because we are out of stock in the back store of several items.
Oh yeah, wow. Stock of these two. Buy them. What else? This item. Okay, this thing. Those are out and these are low.
Okay, yeah, I'm more focused on the things that we're out of.
Yeah,
because we are running out of space for stuff that we're low on.
Out, 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 out. Beep. Beep. Yep. And grab this. Alright.
Does everything have a box on the shelf? Looks like it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we ready for 14 new items?
Oh my god, what?
7 and 7, 14 new items.
Oh god. I'll get more shelves. Really? That one had 12 left over? Huh.
Oh, this box got emptied.
Softener. This can go with the next. Oh, never mind. You put on bleach. Okay, then I'll put this one. Okay, we don't have any more open big shelves, I think. So... screw it, it's taking up these two small shelves. Crap. Wait, what's this? Cleaning cloths, okay. And now I need to grab this thing and prevent them from restocking onto this shelf.
Okay, so you're doing that like that, and that's going to be all of that, so really this should go here then. Okay. Ah! That was funny.
What happened?
I was running past the baler machine, and I put a box in, and that's where it ended up.
Alright.
Bleach.
I'll take... Wait, bleach? Where's the bleach?
Right here.
Oh, no, this one will work for my area, I think.
Bleach, ammonia, insecticide, premium capsules, more bleach. Why are so many cleaning products toxic?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that with the way that we're placing these things, because we weren't really working together on it.
Yeah, I don't know what you were trying to do. Let's see what you...
Well, I don't know what you were trying to do either, so...
I was trying to put them on here.
Up here.
Okay, you see product that I placed? Yeah, here.
Yes.
The place that we were both standing when I said here. And I paused and looked at you putting the last product in, and it's like, yeah, here's where I was trying to put them.
Okay, then what goes here on this one that's...
So on this bottom shelf right here, I had put down the... was it the detergent? And then I realized, oh, we can we can't really store that much detergent. That's why I started putting it on the big shelf instead.
Bleach, not detergent.
No, I'd first put detergent down, and then I put the bleach. Like, I'd taken the detergent off and put it on the big shelf, and then I put the other one down.
Okay, well, we'll use this bleach to go here instead then. Because these are smaller bottles of bleach.
Alright, let's put some insecticide down on the bottom shelf so the kids can reach it.
Sounds good.
We're going to need so much more of this. So, premium capsules shouldn't go right there.
What's going on?
Buying a thing of cleaning cloths, so I could put these down. Instead... Okay. So I put the cleaning cloths on this part of the shelf right here because I thought we were going to do our normal thing in 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 items on the vertical shelf. But then you start putting down detergent and detergents down.
As soon as you put one of the things in a different spot, that kind of threw out the plan, yeah.
Yeah, so then I decided, oh, okay, I won't do it that way, and I'll move this shelf that I was building one over. So here, we can do it like this.
Okay,
So
you know what? Here, take... Yeah. We have a staff member running in. Is there a shelf with a price but nothing on it?
Oh, yeah, the cleaning cloths, because I put them down. I think that is just here for the cleaning cloths.
Okay.
So let's put some ammonia down. And that's top shelf right up there, and then we have...
Then premium bleach on the shelf below it.
Okay, cool. And then we can go and buy all the stuff that we don't have among that in the storage. See if we can convince some staff members to come and help us. What else? Bleach big bottle. Right here. And insecticide. Okay then. One insecticide, and I think that's it.
Well, Ellie is restocking the glass cleaner, so we'll see whether we need more of that.
Oh yeah, we're really starting to look like a proper supermarket now, aren't we?
Hmm.
Wait, what's the item for this shelf here? Was that
For
the dishwasher?
For which shelf?
Dishwasher, okay. It was the dishwasher product. I hadn't known where you had placed it, so I put the box up here. And there, 14 new products. Easy. A lot of the products are almost out in storage, but it's fine, it's fine, we're all fine, it's fine. We can almost afford manufacturing.
Hang on. Alright. Okay, well, some of these shelves are kind of not really set up right then. Here, the only one that we have definitely right is the far right one. So, So go out to the shelf
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, tell me the order from bottom to top. So the far right one has got the ammonia, premium bleach, dishwasher, and insecticide, right?
Yes.
Okay. What one is beside the insecticide?
Premium capsules, boom.
Premium capsules, boom. Okay, and above it?
Glass cleaner, two prop. Towel prop.
Glass cleaner, describe it.
Blue bottle, it's the Towel
Thank
prop
you.
brand.
Blue spray bottle. Got it. Okay, above that?
Stain remover.
Okay, and above that?
Cleaning cloths.
Okay. Hang on. Is there one more? Okay. Do we have another product? Ah, and then we have bleach added to the one beside
Yeah.
it. That's regular bleach. That's just bleach Jaja Vevel.
Let me go check. Yes. Bleach Jar Jar Apple.
Okay, I'm gonna put that one on top of that one. Okay. Can you go to the shelf where we have the paper towels and tell me what is on there from bottom to top, please?
Shelf with the paper towels, okay?
So paper towels, and then above that is
Detergent, Mapai.
okay. Above that,
Premium detergent, to do.
okay, and above that is the bleach.
Bleach big bottled by Water Closet
Yep.
Baywolf.
Now at the end shelf where I've put like two
Yes.
of one and then two of another, what's on the bottom?
Softener.
And then above it is the detergent tablets tubs.
Yes.
Okay. Now we are set back here. Assuming we have the correct amount of everything.
I mean, it seems like all our shelves out there are full, and there are boxes that in every used slot in storage.
Okay.
End of the day. And it looks like one more day until we can afford the manufacturing room. And then, of course, we end off the episode, and then we start the next episode, maybe tomorrow, whatever, with all the... and check out manufacturing.
Mm-hmm. Why did you start the day already?
Why shouldn't I?
Because we just finished off the episode.
No, I said we do a day, and then we finish off the episode.
Oh.
One more
Because we've been
day.
playing for 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. We can get one more day in.
Okay.
That's rude. Help! Help!
You just ran me over. You just ran over a pedestrian. You're going to jail.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Claire, did you just launch the whole truck?
No.
Where's the truck?
Wait, you don't see the truck?
Oh, it's over here.
What? You just teleported the truck.
Yeah, because you launched it.
Okay, on my screen, it didn't move at all. It was still right where you had left it.
Anyways, I'm here to stop shoplifters.
Alright, I'm here to shoplift. Blah blah blah, shows, stuff, etc. Whatever. But yeah. Growing up, YouTube didn't even exist, and now kids will just watch random YouTube videos all day. And YouTube's just been getting worse and worse. And then one could say, oh, well, you could just make sure to only watch, like, the old stuff back when you thought everything was good. It's like, no, you can't watch all the old stuff. Some of the old stuff that was good got removed off of YouTube.
Yep.
Like, half of the videos in my favorites list are no longer available on YouTube. Like, it really seems like people are much more entitled than they used to be. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like it. Mostly because you hear about stuff so much more. It used to be that if someone, you know, screamed at an employee for their manager, you'd probably never hear about it. Unless you were there, or, like, friends with someone who was there. For now, people pull out their phones, start recording, immediately post it online. So, it's like, I know I'm one to talk, but making all these different YouTube videos of, oh, I'm just playing a game. Everybody look at me as I blindly jump between a ladder and a street light. Oh, how amazing am I? But, as I said earlier, the point of this is to just play games consistently. So my depression doesn't allow me to, so I'm started making it into more of an obligation, and it's been working. Like, you don't even want to know how much more lame of a person I'd be if I didn't have this YouTube channel and these YouTube videos to make myself make. Oh my god. I heard the guy getting, like, splattered. Oh, that was gross. But he got just splattered across the pavement.
That's the price for shoplifting.
I wonder what other old game I should play again. I do really want to play the Fantastic Four game again. There's one specific boss fight I could never figure out. so I was never able to beat it. And I don't know, like, relatively speaking, how far into the game it is. But it's a game that can play up to 4 players. And I kind of want to make a video of it with 4 people.
Claire, why are you jumping onto midair?
What are you talking about? It's the ladder. This is where the ladder is.
Okay, Claire, I'm gonna take a screenshot.
Hi. What's the emote button? Is that an emote button?
Claire?
What?
Why is the truck back over here?
You teleported it. Hey, sir, am I dancing?
No, you're just standing in midair.
You pushed the ladder.
The ladder is not where you are.
Okay, get off of the truck and walk underneath me. You're pushing the ladder.
Except
Right,
for me, the ladder is right here. I'm now... Okay, the ladder isn't moving when I push it.
Yeah, it's only moving a little bit.
Okay, jump on top of the ladder.
Yeah, I'm on the ladder.
Okay, now you're on the ladder. Actually, you're not quite.
Dude. Launch! Launch me, baby! Oh. A bit of a launch. Weird. Yeah, you wouldn't happen to know 2 other people who would also be interested in playing the Fantastic Four for the PS1, would you?
Wait, can that actually handle 4 players?
Yeah, it was a PS1 game that played 4 players, yeah.
Because
The PlayStation
PS1
one-
only had 2 controllers.
It had 2
Oh, right.
ports, you had to buy a multi-tap extension in order to play 4
There,
players.
something needs to be fixed.
And I happen to have that multi-tap extension, but I've only authentically used it like once to play Crash Team Racing with my cousins. But yes, there are PS1 games that can play 4 players at once.
You know what? I'm gonna do a restock quick.
That's fair.
Looks like that is a good choice. Oh, we are dangerously low on some items.
Oh my gosh, we have so many people waiting in line. Where's Axe? Oh no, Axe is right here. Where's D? D isn't doing her job. D, go be a cashier. Wee woo, wee woo.
All aboard the Wambulance.
Yeah, and as someone who aspires to be a writer, Um, yeah, I pick up on writing stuff that I see people talking about. Like how people say that you can either have good setting, good plot, or good characters, but you can only have 2 of the 3. And so,
And
no
we call
story.
we say that bad writers.
Yeah, Bill, that's a thing that people have said for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. What we describe those people as people who are only good at one of those 3 things.
It's like, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, I've made a fantasy world and all that, and, like, I hope that it's a good setting, even though, you know, fantasy world with magic is kind of a very common setting. Truthfully. The good characters? Yeah, I hope that the characters are good. Some people don't even consider their characters to be characters. Oh, God. There are things in writing that are not...
There.
Yeah. There are things in writing known as writing tricks. And ever since CinemaSins started getting popular on YouTube, people have started hating on common writing tricks, thinking that just because something is a cliche means that it's bad. Whereas something that's been around so much in so many things to be known as a cliche has probably been in so many popular things for a reason.
I mean, as TV Tropes says on a lot of its pages, just as a reminder, tropes are not bad.
Yeah. Tropes are not inherently bad, they are tools to be used. There is a small part of me that kind of wants to somehow make a story that has, like, every possible trope in it. Just, like, a story that is just such a long-running thing that it just winds up... Oh, out of red toilet paper. Someone bought the last of it and then complained that we didn't have more. I just filled up the blue toilet paper and now we are already out. And of course, it doesn't help that some people just don't have the comprehension for a story to understand maybe why a story is made in such a way. Oh, this character that's supposed to be a bad guy did one good thing. Oh, that must mean that the writer wants them to be completely forgiven for all the bad stuff they've done. What bad story writing? It's like, no, it's possible for bad guys to do good things, and oftentimes bad guys will do good things, so people think that they're good, so they can continue to do more bad things.
I mean, one example that comes to mind is for a while, Venom, like the Spider-Man villain, started taking down other Spider-Man villains that were like causing problems, for the sake of protecting, Spider-Man, because he wanted to be the one to kill him. He didn't want anyone else getting in his way, so he was actually straight up interfering with other villains' plans. That doesn't make him a good character. That doesn't make him a good guy. Like he is. Yeah, Venom, I think, is a good character, but he's a bad guy.
Yes, there you go. I really liked the Venom movie.
Yeah, the thing that always just seems so funny for me with Venom is that, like, taken on his own, Venom is very clearly, yeah, he's a villain. He's really not a good character. And then you
Oh.
learn about literally every other symbiote. He is a good guy in comparison to all of them.
Oh, yeah, one thing that always annoys me, if a character lies, a lot of viewers will just assume that the character had to have been telling the truth and just take whatever word as gospel. A character could, kick a puppy, and then 2 seconds later go, "Oh, I've never kicked a puppy in my life," and there will be people like, No, that clearly wasn't them. That must have been someone else that we saw kick the puppy who was pretending to be them. Why would a character ever possibly lie? And it's like, whether they're doing it because they actually somehow think that that's true, or just because they're trolling, doesn't matter. They're still doing it, and that's still, bad of the people to do. Like when Death Note was getting popular, I heard a lot of people talking about how Light was like the good guy in the whole thing. Oh, he just wants to kill villains, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Using the same arguments that Light does for why he murders people all the time. It's like, if he was doing the good thing, then the police wouldn't be trying to stop him. Because in the fiction of the Death Note universe, the police are the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, people don't seem to understand that, yeah, bad guy will absolutely lie about something. Like, that's just a thing that they are totally capable of doing. Especially if it's like, isekai brand of story, character comes to a new place, they meet someone, and the person, tells them about the world that they've been brought into. You later find out that that person who is giving the tour is a bad guy. And you find out that some of the stuff that they were saying was actually not true. People will still stick to their guns about all the stuff about all the other stuff about the world that the guy said, without even questioning, hey, why should we trust that this liar told the truth about everything else? Oh no,
Friendliness pellets.
So I didn't hear the word pellets. So I was very confused for a few seconds. But yeah, like Undertale. Flowey, it becomes obvious that Flowey's a bad guy. Why should we believe all of the stuff that he said? Why should we believe any of the stuff he said?
Exactly.
And he immediately, tried to murder you. Also, I think I saw someone who played through Undertale the first time, and they somehow, avoided the bullets on the first go-through, completely by accident. And of course, I don't know if the person actually did just try to run into the bullets and fail, or if they knew about it and were pretending like that they were trying and failing. Because everything is a show these days. Ooh, do we want to buy some books? How's our products looking? How's our shelf space looking? My gosh, so many products. So many items.
Yeah, we've bought duplicates of a lot of products.
Yeah. Oh, this one's out.
And there's also so many products that are on our backup shelves, but not on our main shelves.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. And of course, some writers, they'll make a world, but they'll either explain it too much, so much so that it impacts the plot because they're busy giving, you know, tutorials about the world at large, or they just won't explain the world at all, and you'll just have to, like, make assumptions that'll probably be wrong, and then when the author's like, oh no, it's obviously like this, and then everyone who's been watching is like, oh, we all thought it was this other way instead. Like, we had no way of knowing what the truth was. You didn't tell us.
We have a lot of yellow diapers.
Yeah.
Hi, excuse me.
Let's get some books. Tasty, tasty books.
So how many books did we get?
Just 6. I'm putting them next to the cleaning supplies. Oh, I was going to, like... it's fine. Let's put this
You wanted to just use the bottom 3 shelves of these 2 things?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is a kitty. Yo, shout out to the time that I was staying at my grandparents' and I saw and we went out to the dumpsters and someone was trying to throw away a big old cardboard box filled with old books. So I got a lot of new books.
Oh, hey, Claire, you know what we could afford if we wanted to?
We could afford the manufacturing room.
Yes, if we wanted to.
If we wanted, of course.
Okay. This leaves us with 4 copies of each book, it looks like.
Aye.
Did you buy the last book as well?
I did.
Are you holding it?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, anything else that's empty? apparently this book is out. That's empty. This is empty. Just look at stuff that we don't.
Oh,
have
Claire.
in storage.
Claire, this happened because no one removed the value on this shelf.
Oh. Well, that explains that then.
Yeah, and now we have too many. We need.
I think.
We need a. Do we have any empty boxes?
I don't think so.
Well,
This will be fine. Just leave them on the shelf for the time being and put the box of books down. Like,
hey.
don't put the box of books on the shelf, and then we'll just remember
Alright.
next time that we have to go.
Beth Jill.
So if I go and run these up and just put these onto the shelf up here, then if any of them aren't filled out in the store, the employees will fill them out and put them on the proper shelf. And if no employees come to take them, we'll have to assume that the shelf is full, and then
I mean, I'm just putting them on the labeled shelves because there's no reason not to.
Well, it's just faster this way.
Is someone carrying peach jam?
Okay, so, like, I look it up and it says we have 41 in storage. Because, like, I was confused by that as well.
Are you looking at the correct jam?
I searched up peach jam and it's the thing that says peach jam. Peach jam. We have 36 on the shelf and 41 in storage. They come in boxes of 50.
That's because someone put peach jam in the wrong slot. Peach jam goes on the top. Peanut butter is what we're missing.
Oh, we have peanut butter on a shelf right over here.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't me. All these shelves look good.
Alright.
So, tune in next episode when we finally buy the manufacturer and can see what the manufacturing business is all about. Apparently there's been a lot going on in manufacturing. It's a big deal.
I will say it might... Wait, so is there an employee job for manufacturing?
Yeah, right?
There is. So we might want to wait until we get a point to put an employee in manufacturing. Well, I guess
mean,
the
we'll get a
first day
point to-
we can do it manually, but...
Yeah, just to see what it's all like and then go and do that.
Alright. Outside.
Oh, you want to be outside? Launch me!